Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Peace is a part to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, Public Affairs Analyst says impeachment against Governor Fubara unlikely. PDP House of Representatives members threaten to dump party over Rivers crisis. Rivers CP Disu assures of improved security as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Federal government declares additional Eid al-Fitr holiday. On the foreign scene, Hamas says Israel's proposal for ceasefire is under review. I'm Ifichukumoyele with the news. A public affairs analyst, Olaleko Ige, says it will be difficult for the Martin Amehule-led State House of Assembly to impeach Governor Siminalayi Fubara due to complexities in the impeachment procedures and the vacant seats of members. Mr. Ige said this on Nigeria Info FM's Morning Crossfire. He also said the outstanding task from the 8-point presidential peace resolution is the presentation of the budget to the State House of Assembly.
From the 8, I think 7 have been taken care of. I don't think the House of Assembly will be able to impeach the governor again. There's a deceased member of the Assembly. That seat has to be filled. There is somebody that has resigned as a member of the House of Assembly. Remember too that the House of Assembly suspended about 4 members of the House of Assembly for impeachment to take place. All members of the House of Assembly. They didn't say some. All must be at a sitting and agree as to how the man should be impeached or not. Remember too that the propriety of the House of Assembly is also in question. I hear some people are in court challenging the continued stay of these lawmakers in office that haven't defected to another party.
Mr. Ige also reacted to the statement by presidential spokesperson Ajirin Galali that President Bola Tinubu will not take sides on the political crisis in the state.
These are members of the PDP, and you can choose to just remain aloof and watch what is going on. Last time you offered intervention into the affairs in Rivers State, I'm sure you heard a lot of hues and cries as to why he did this. The president is a politician, and he says he's neutral. Could mean several things. It could mean, well, I've been able to achieve some kind of a balance between the three sides. 50% of what I said these people should do, they've done it already. What is his driving interest at this point in time is whether Rivers State will queue behind the support for 2027 if he chooses to run for the presidency once again.
In the same vein, a human rights activist, Jackson Omenazo, says the perceived silence of the presidency and the peace agreement signed over the increasing political tension in Rivers State confirms that he is taking sides. Mr. Omenazo said this in an interview with correspondent Siobio Ruwari.
The threat coming from the House of Assembly about impeachment of the governor should have necessarily attracted the president's attention. We have watched of recent crossfire from both sides, and then the presidency is silent. Nana is working for his president, and you don't expect otherwise from him. But the evidence on ground is showing something different. How can we justify the situation whereby a non-chief executive of a state runs around the state with outriders like the chief executive of his state?
In another development, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has assured of a conducive environment for all political parties to function and effectively provide credible opposition. Governor Fubara said this when he received the leadership of the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC in Rivers State, led by its chairman Sosuema Osaru, at the Government House in Port Harcourt on Monday. He said political influence holds little value without the support of the state and its people.
The body of parties, which is IPAC, has come to identify with the true and right authority. Not just identifying, assuring us that we are going to work with us for a better and progressive Rivers State. What else do I want? Nothing. Rivers State belongs to every one of us. If my desire is to burn the state down, then I don't love the state. For me, within my power, and everyone who is working with me, I have made a promise to the people of Rivers State who will protect and defend genuinely the interests of Rivers State.
Correspondent Ian Kachin also reports that IPAC leadership passed a vote of confidence in the governor and also honored him as their grand patron. Earlier, the state IPAC chairman Sosuema Osaru said the absence of the APC from meetings of the council is due to the ongoing legal dispute to the party. He said the council will work with whoever the court recognizes. In another development, 60 PDP members in the House of Representatives have threatened to leave the party following the crisis in Rivers State and 10 other chapters. They also called on the party's acting national chairman Umar Damagum to resign, accusing him of being in alliance with the APC. The lawmakers led by the PDP Imo State federal lawmaker Ikenga Ogochinyere also accused Mr. Damagum of plotting to use the Federal High Court to legalize the extension of the tenure of River State Council Chairman. Meanwhile, Minority Leader of the House, Kingsley Chinda, an ally of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, was absent at the lawmakers' briefing. In the meantime, a former presidential aspirant of the PDP, Dele Momodu, has accused the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike of disloyalty to the party. Mr. Momodu, in an interview, said even though the FCT minister is working under the administration of President Bola Tinubu, the president's camp does not trust him. He berated Mr. Wike for his stance and accused him of trying to destroy the PDP. He also wants the PDP to take action against the minister to put the party in the right stead. Still to come, River CP Disu assures of improved security as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Stay with us.
The Lion of Judah.
Brotherhood of the Cross and Star College of
The River State Police Command says operatives of the tactical team of the command have killed 2 associates of a notorious armed robber and kidnapper, Ikim Thangod, popularly known as General Two-Man. Spokesperson of the command, Grace Iringakoko, in a statement named the 2 gang members killed as Thangod Uchechi, popularly known as Pastor SB, and Western King Opo Emenike. SB Iringakoko said General Two-Man escaped during an operation in Obolobo community in Ahoda West local government area. She also said General Two-Man is a close ally to the late Tubaba and General Odereke, and was responsible for the killing of Inspector Usang Ude on April 13, 2023. She said Two-Man also killed 4 persons on March 5th and buried several persons alive. Now, she said the efforts are on to bring General Two-Man and other fleeing gang members to justice. In a related development, the River State Commissioner of Police, CP Olatunji Disu, has called on religious leaders and residents of the state to cooperate with the police and other security agencies as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr. CP Disu, in a statement, assured residents that adequate security arrangements have been put in place to guarantee a heat-free celebration and improve public safety. Now, he directed all area commanders, heads of department, and divisional police officers to implement overt and covert security deployment throughout the state to safeguard lives and property, as well as worship and recreational centers. He also said the police patrol vehicles have been strategically deployed on the highways and government-private critical infrastructure. Now, she said all entry and exit routes into the state have been fortified. The federal government has included Thursday as an additional public holiday for the Eid al-Fitr celebration, making it a 3-day holiday. This was announced in a statement from the Ministry of Interior this morning. It follows the declaration by the Sultan of Sokoto and the President General, Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Mohammed Saad Abubakar, that Wednesday is the first day for Eid al-Fitr. In business, some electricity distribution companies have continued to blame technical fault and other challenges for their inability to supply 20-hour power to customers on Band A feeders. Now, the discos on their various social media platforms had appealed to the customers in Band A, seeking their understanding for their failure to meet up with the required minimum service level. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says hotels, schools, and other establishments that accept payment in dollars from their customers are at risk of facing arrest. The chairman, EFCC Ola Olukoyede, said this in the agency's publication called EFCC Alert, adding that action will be taken against individuals involved in the dollarization of the economy. In entertainment, actor Babatunde Tayo, also known as Baba T, says he can accept a child that is not his only if his partner shows remorse for being unfaithful. Baba T said this when on TVC. Baba T said this while on TVC as he weighs in on the DNA controversy rocking social media. In sport, Al Nassr forward Cristiano Ronaldo was sent off for elbowing an opponent during his side's 2-1 Saudi Super Cup semi-final defeat by Al Hilal.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Hamas says an Israeli proposal on a ceasefire in their war in Gaza met none of the demands of Palestinian militant factions. The proposal was delivered to Hamas by Egyptian and Qatari mediators at talks in Cairo aimed at finding a way out of the war in the Palestinian enclave, now in its 7th month. That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. A public affairs analyst, Olaleko Ige, says impeachment plans against Governor Fubara unlikely. Police have killed 2 suspected cultists in Rivers State. Rivers CP Disu has assured of improved security as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr. On the foreign scene, Hamas is reviewing Israel's ceasefire proposal. The news was edited by Martha Okerinkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Monyele. Many thanks for listening.
Never